In this class, I want to take three-dimensional geometry. Now, for three-dimensional geometry, we have to consider three axes: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Whereas in two-dimensional geometry, we will consider only x-axis and y-axis. That is there on the one plane only, but it is in the space. This is x-axis, this is origin, and this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Now, if you take any point P in the space, you will get three coordinates for that: x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate. Now, draw a perpendicular PM to xy plane. From that, you will draw perpendiculars to x-axis and y-axis. This will be 90 degrees and this also will be 90 degrees. Then, this in the x direction, the length is x, and in the y direction, it is y, and in the z direction, the length is z. Then, the coordinates of that point P will be x, y, z. Now, if you take 2 points P and Q, P is equal to x1, y1, z1, and Q is equal to x2, y2, z2. Then the distance between these 2 points is equal to, then PQ is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. This is the formula for the distance between 2 points, just like in two-dimensional, but another additional part is z2 minus z1 whole square. And if some point, this is P and this is Q, some point some R divides PQ in the ratio m:n. This is x1, y1, z1, and this is x2, y2, z2. R is dividing PQ in the ratio m:n. Then, if R divides PQ in the ratio m:n internally, then R is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, and mz2 plus nz1 by m plus n. So, these are the coordinates for the point which is dividing PQ in the ratio m:n internally. Suppose if R divides in the same ratio externally, then you have to replace n by minus n. That is mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n, my2 minus ny1 by m minus n, and mz2 minus nz1 by m minus n. Now, midpoint of PQ means m:n is 1:1. If you put m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1, you will get x2 plus x1 by 1 plus 1, that is 2. Similarly, y coordinate is y1 plus y2 by 2, z coordinate is z1 plus z2 by 2. Suppose if A is x1, y1, z1, B is x2, y2, z2, and C is x3, y3, z3. Then, if G is the centroid of the triangle ABC, suppose AP is P is the midpoint of BC, Q is the midpoint of CA, and R is the midpoint of AB. Then AP, BQ, CR are the medians. The intersecting point of those three medians is called centroid, and whose coordinates are x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, and z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3. Now here, this is a tetrahedron whose vertices are A, B, C, D. ABC is a triangle, ACD is a triangle, CBD is a triangle. So 4 triangles are the 4 faces. Now its centroid is given by this formula: x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 by 4, y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 by 4, and z1 plus z2 plus z3 plus z4 by 4. Now here in this question, 3 points are given and they are the vertices of a triangle. We have to show that it is a right angle triangle. Let us take the 3 points as A, B, C. Let A is equal to 2, 3, 5. B is equal to -1, 5, -1, and C is equal to 4, -3, 2. Now let us find out distance between A and B, B and C, and C and A. Distance between A and B, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. -1 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus 3 whole square plus -1 minus 5 whole square. So that is equal to, this is -3 whole square means +9, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 square 4, and 6 whole square, that is 36. So this is root 49 equal to 7. Let us find out BC now. Again same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square, distance between these two, 4 minus -1, 4 plus 1 whole square plus -3 minus 5 whole square -3 minus 5 whole square plus 2 plus 1 whole square. That is equal to 5 square 25, -3 minus 5 -8 whole square is +64, and the last one is 2 plus 1, 3 square means 9. So 34 plus 64, 98, root 98. Or else, because anyhow we have to find out squares only, so you need not write it square root also. Now CA, distance between C and A, third and first, 4 minus 2 whole square plus -3 minus 3 whole square plus 2 minus 5 whole square, which is equal to, this is 2 square 4, -6 whole square 36, 2 minus 5 is -3, that is -3 whole square plus 9. Now this is root 49. Now if you add the first square of the first one and last one, sum of the squares is 98, 49 plus 49 is 98. So here AB square plus CA square, AB square plus CA square is equal to 49 plus 49 equal to 98. That is equal to BC square, equal to BC square. And sum of the squares of two sides is equal to square of third side, then it must be a right angle triangle with BC as hypotenuse. So BC is the hypotenuse, A, B, C. Right angle is at A. Therefore, triangle ABC is right angle triangle, is a right angle triangle. Now say this question, here 3 points are given. We have to show that those 3 points are collinear. That means we have to show that they lie on a line. Now let us take the 3 points as A, B and C. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 7, 0, 1 and C is equal to minus 2, 3, 4. Let us find out the distances of AB, BC and CA. So AB is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square, that is 7 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square under root. So that is equal to 7 minus 1, 6 square means 36 plus this is 4 minus 2 whole square and the last one is also minus 2 whole square, that is also 4 root 44. 6 square and 4. Next BC, distance between B and C, minus 2 minus 7 whole square plus 3 minus 0 whole square plus 4 minus 1 whole square equal to minus 2 minus 7 is minus 9 whole square is 81 plus 3 square 9 and this is also 3 square 9, that is equal to root 99. This is 4 into 11, so 2 root 11 you can write. This is 9 into 11, so 9 into 11 means 3 root 11. Let us find out CA, distance between C and A. 1 minus minus 2, 1 plus 2 whole square, 2 minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 4 whole square equal to 9. 2 minus 3 whole square is 1 square, that is 1, again 1. So this is root 11. If you consider root 11 as x, this is 2x, this is 3x and this is x. So first plus third is equal to middle. So that is x plus 2x is 3x. That means, that implies AB plus AC, AB plus AC is equal to BC, because 2 root 11 plus root 11 is equal to 3 root 11. Now they are collinear, therefore A, B, C are collinear. They are like this. BC is the longer side and AC, one is CA is root 11. This is root 11, this is 2 root 11 and this is 3 root 11, this part up to here. Because sum of two parts is third part means they must be on the same line. Here in this question, in triangle ABC, origin is given as centroid, but one vertex is not given, C is not given for triangle ABC. Now I have to find out that point C. Now let us take C as is equal to x, y, z. So therefore this is, we will in general we will consider this as x3, y3, z3. A is equal to 1, 1, 1 is equal to x1, y1, z1. B is given as minus 2, 4, 1 is equal to x2, y2, z2. We know that centroid of triangle ABC is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 and z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3. Centroid of triangle ABC is equal to origin. It is given. That implies x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Substitute the values in this one. That implies 1 minus 2 plus x, because x3 is x, by 3, y1 1, y2 is 4 and y3 is y only, by 3. Next 1 plus 1 plus z by 3 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Now by equating x coordinate to x coordinate, y coordinate to y coordinate and z coordinate to z coordinate, you will get the values of x, y, z. So this implies, what is this value? X minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0, and this is y plus 5 by 3 is also 0. This is z plus 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So if you take cross multiplication, x minus 1 is 0. That implies x minus 1 is equal to 0, y plus 5 is also 0, and the last one z plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 5 and z is equal to minus 2. Therefore, C is equal to x, y, z equal to 1, minus 5 and minus 2. So this is the third vertex C. Now here in this question, for a tetrahedron, 3 vertices are given, 4th vertex is not given, and centroid is given. What is the 4th vertex? Now let us take the 3 points as ABC first. Let A is equal to 3, 2, minus 1, B is equal to 4, 1, 1, and C is equal to 6, 2, 5. This is x1, y1, z1. This is x2, y2, z2, and this is x3, y3, z3. We have to take the 4th point as x4 or xyz also you can take. Let D is equal to x, y, z is equal to x4, y4, z4. Centroid G is given as 4, 2, 2. 4, 2, 2. Now we know the formula for centroid as x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 by 4, like that y and z coordinates. That implies centroid is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 by 4, y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 by 4, z1 plus z2 plus z3 plus z4 by 4 is equal to 4, 2, 2. Substitute the values of x1, x2, x3. 3 plus 4 plus, that implies 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus x by 4, 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus y4 by 4, minus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus z by 4 is equal to 4, 2, 2. Here minus 1 plus 1 are cancelled. This is 3 plus 4 plus 6. 13, x plus 13 by 4 is equal to x coordinate is 4. By comparing the coordinates x plus 13 by 4 is equal to x coordinate here is 4. Similarly, y coordinate 2 plus 2 plus 1, y plus 5 by 4. Here y coordinate is 2 and z coordinate is z 5 plus z by 4 or z plus 5 by 4 is equal to 2. From those three equations, I have to find out x, y, z. That implies x plus 13 is equal to 16, take cross multiplication. Y plus 5 is equal to 8 and z plus 5 is equal to 8. Now from this, x is equal to 16 minus 13, that is 3. Y is equal to 8 minus 5, 3. And z is equal to 8 minus 5, 3. Now centroid, therefore D is equal to x comma y comma z, that is equal to 3 comma 3 comma 3. This is the fourth vertex of the tetrahedron. Now say this question. For a parallelogram, first three consecutive vertices are given. We have to find the fourth vertex. Now this is A, B, C, and let us take D as x, y, z. We have to find out that one. Now let A is equal to 2, 4, minus 1. B is equal to 3, 6, minus 1. And C is equal to 4, 5, 1. Let D is equal to x, y, z. Now, in any parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. That means midpoint of AC must be equal to midpoint of DB. In parallelogram ABCD, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of DB. Because they bisect each other. So what is the midpoint of AC? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. For AC, 2 plus 4 by 2. Next to y1 plus y2, 4 plus 5 by 2. Next minus 1 plus 1 by 2. Is equal to midpoint of DB, x plus 3 by 2, comma, y plus 6 by 2, comma, z minus 1 by 2. That implies 6 by 2, don't write 3, 9 by 2, this is 0 by 2, that is 0, minus 1 plus 1. So that is equal to x plus 3 by 2, comma, y plus 6 by 2 and z minus 1 by 2. Now equate x coordinate to x coordinate, y coordinate to y coordinate and z coordinate to z coordinate. So by 2 is there on both sides. You take 6 is equal to x plus 3 by comparing corresponding coordinates. By comparing corresponding coordinates, 6 is equal to x plus 3 or x plus 3 is equal to 6, y plus 6 is equal to 9 and z minus 1 is equal to 0. From this, x is equal to 6 minus 3, 3, y is equal to 9 minus 6, 3 and z is equal to 1. Therefore, the fourth vertex D is equal to x, y, z that is equal to 3, 3, 1. Like that you have to find out the fourth vertex. Now see here, 2 points are given A and B. In which ratio, in what ratio the ZX plane is dividing the line joining these 2 points. Let A is equal to minus 2, 3, 4, take it as x1, y1, z1, and B is equal to 1, 2, 3 is equal to x2, y2, z2. Now let us assume that ZX plane divides the line joining AB in the ratio m is to n. Let ZX plane divides the line joining A and B in the ratio m is to n. Now according to formula it is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, etc. That implies m is to n at P. Let us assume that point of intersection is P. So P is equal to, formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, and mz2 plus nz1 by m plus n. That is equal to m into x2. x2 is 1. n into x1 2 minus n into 2 by m plus n, m into y2 is 2 plus n into y1 is 3 by m plus n, and m into z2 3, m into 3 plus n into z1 4 by m plus n. This is any point which is dividing AB in the ratio m is to n. Now if you want to find out the point where ZX plane is dividing the line joining A and B, for ZX plane, for any point on ZX plane the y coordinate is 0. For any point on xy plane is z coordinate is 0, like that. So here this point must be a point on ZX plane. At the point where ZX plane divides AB, the y coordinate is equal to 0. For xy plane z coordinate is 0, like that. Now y coordinate is this one. That implies 2m plus 3n by m plus n is equal to 0. Take cross multiplication, that is 2m plus 3n is equal to 0. That implies 2m is equal to minus 3n. That implies m by n is equal to minus 3 by 2. So m is to n minus 3 is to 2. Because we got negative ratio, those 2 points are there on one side of ZX plane. Now that is the required ratio. Now we have to find out P also. In this one you have to substitute m and n values. So P is equal to, by substituting m is equal to minus 3 and n is equal to, in this one minus 3, n is 2, 2 into 2 minus 4 by m plus n, minus 3 plus 2. Next y coordinate 2m is minus 6, 3 plus 3n plus 6 by minus 3 plus 2, and y coordinate z coordinate 3m minus 9 plus 4n plus 12 by minus 3 plus 2. So that is minus 7 by minus 1. This is 0. 12 minus 9, 3 by minus 1. So this is equal to 7, comma 0, comma minus 3. So that is the point on zx plane. At that point it is dividing the given line AB in the ratio minus 3:2. See this question. 2 points are given. Let us take the 2 points as A and B. We have to find out the value of x if the distance between A and B is 9. That is the required thing. Let A is equal to 5 minus 1, 7 is equal to x1, y1, z1. B is equal to x5, 1. This is x2, y2, z2. x2, y2, z2. Now, given that AB is equal to 9 units, given AB is equal to 9 units, implies distance between A and B, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square is equal to 9. Let us substitute this value. Root of x minus 5 whole square plus 5 plus 1 whole square, 5 minus minus 1 minus 7 whole square equal to 9. That implies square root of x minus 5 whole square, or expand this one. Let us expand x minus 5 whole square, x square minus 10x plus 25. This one. 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 square means 36. 1 minus 7 is minus 6, that is also square is 36, equal to 9. So that implies root of x square minus 10x, this is 72, 97 is equal to 9. Let us square it on both sides. That implies x square minus 10x plus 97 is equal to 81. 9 square is 81. So bring 81 also to the left side. That implies x square minus 10x 97 minus 81 16. Now I have to factorize this equation, quadratic equation. 16 into 1. 8 2 is 16. So x square minus 2x minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. Let us take x common. X into x minus 2 minus 8 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. That implies x minus 2 into x minus 8 is equal to 0. From that, the two values of x are 2 and 8. So x is equal to 2 or 8. Two possibilities are there. Now let us discuss something about the plane in the 3 dimension. Now this is a plane and this is a perpendicular to the plane. This line is a perpendicular to the plane, that is called normal to the plane. Normal means a perpendicular. Now for any line there will be direction ratios. If ABC are the direction ratios of that line, normal, then the general equation of the plane, this plane, is AX plus BY plus CZ plus D is equal to 0. Now here let us discuss about intercept form of a plane. Now this is the plane and it is intersecting x-axis at A, y-axis at B and z-axis at C. And if OA is equal to A and OB is equal to B and OC is equal to C, small c, then ABC, small a, small b, small c are called the intercepts made by the plane on the coordinate axis. Then the equation of the plane is x by A plus y by B plus z by C is equal to 1. Now see this part. Here there are two planes. This is the normal to the plane. Let us consider this as Pn and this is Qn. Qn is the normal to the second plane. The direction ratios of this normal are a1, b1, c1 because the equation of the plane is a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 is 0. Similarly, for the second plane, a2, b2, c2 are the direction ratios of the normal to the second plane. Angle between the planes is nothing but the angle between the normals only. You cannot exactly find the angle between the planes. So, you have to draw the normals to both the planes. Whatever angle you will get between the normals, that is the angle between the planes. Here we have to use the formula of cos theta for angle between two lines, that is equal to this one, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square and root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Suppose if the two planes are intersect at right angles, note, that means they are called perpendicular planes. If two planes intersect at right angles, then theta is equal to 90 degrees. That implies cos theta is equal to cos 90, that is equal to 0. So this value must be 0. If this is 0, numerator must be 0. That implies a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0 whenever the two lines intersect orthogonally. At right angles means orthogonally also. Equation of a plane in the normal form is Lx plus my plus nz is equal to p, where p is the perpendicular distance of that plane from the origin, from 0, 0, 0. Now, if a plane is passing through a point x1, y1, z1 and perpendicular to a line, this plane is perpendicular to this line whose drs are given as, direction ratios are given as a, b, c. Then the equation of this plane is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equal to 0. Now, for this plane ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0. If you draw a perpendicular from p x1 y1 z1 to this one, and if it meets the plane at M, then Pm is called the perpendicular distance from P to the plane. Let us take its length as small p. What is that small p? That is equal to, you have to substitute this point x1 y1 z1 for xyz in the given equation without taking 0 and under square root of a square plus b square plus c square in the denominator. That is equal to the perpendicular distance. Now, suppose if that x1 y1 z1 is 0, 0, 0, that is distance, perpendicular distance from the origin, is this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. You will get d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Note 1. Perpendicular distance from 0, 0, 0 to the plane ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0 is, for x1 y1 z1 you have to write 0, 0, 0. Only d you will get in the numerator, modulus of d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Suppose there are two parallel planes and this is another parallel plane, then the distance between these two planes is 2. If ax plus by plus cz plus d1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus cz plus d2 is equal to 0, here only constants are different for these two planes. X coefficient, y coefficient, z coefficient are same. Then they are said to be parallel planes or parallel planes. Then the distance between them is equal to d2 minus d1 modulus by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Perpendicular distance of this plane from the origin is to this plane is d1 by root of a square plus b square plus c square. For this plane it is d2 by root of a square plus b square plus c square. So difference between those two perpendicular distance is the distance between the parallel lines. So this is the formula for the distance between the two parallel lines. Now find the direction cosines of the normal to the plane x plus 2y plus 2z minus 4 is equal to 0. Here if you compare the plane equation of plane is x plus 2y plus 2z minus 4 is equal to 0. Now it is in the form of ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0. That implies a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 2. X coefficient, y coefficient and z coefficient, they are a, b, c. They are said to be the direction ratios of that line. Line means that normal, or the DRs, direction ratios of the normal. Now we have to find out root of a square plus b square plus c square equal to root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. 4 plus 4 plus 1, that is 9, equal to 3. If you divide the 3 DRs with this root of a square plus b square plus c square, you will get the DCs. So DCs of the line or plus or minus a by root of a square plus b square plus c square comma plus or minus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square comma plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. That is equal to a means 1 by 3 and 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. So these are the DCs of that normal. You have to check whether they are the DCs or not. If you consider them as L, M, N, L square plus M square must be 1. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square by 3 square. That is 1 plus 4 plus 4, 9 by 9. That is 1. Now find the intercepts made by the plane on the coordinate axis. Plane is 4x minus 4y plus 2z. It is not 22. 2z plus 5 is equal to 0 on the coordinate axis. To get the intercepts made by the plane, we have to convert the equation of the plane into intercept form. That is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. How to convert that? Now write given plane 4x minus 4y plus 2z is equal to minus 5. Bring minus 5 to the right side. Because we have to make plus 1 on the right side, divide both sides by minus 5. That implies 4x by minus 5 minus 4y by minus 5 plus 2z by minus 5 is equal to 1. Then here minus and minus will become plus. So that implies you can change this as x by minus 5 by 4, and this can be changed as y by 5 by 4 plus z by minus 5 by 2 is equal to 1. Now it is in the intercept form, x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. If intercept form is asked, you can stop it there, but you have to find out the intercepts. Therefore, a is equal to x intercept is equal to minus 5 by 4, b is equal to y intercept is equal to 5 by 4, and c is equal to z intercept equal to minus 5 by 2. These are the intercepts made by the given plane on the coordinate axis. Now in this question, a point on the plane is given and the drs of the normal are given as 3, minus 5 and 4. What is the equation of that plane? Now take that point as x1, y1. Let p is equal to minus 2, 1, 3, that is x1, y1, z1, and drs of normal is equal to a, b, c. They are given as 3, minus 5, 4. They are the direction ratios of the normal to the plane. Now equation of the plane is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equal to 0. That implies a is 3, x minus x1 is minus 2, so it is plus b into b is minus 5, so I have to write minus 5 into y minus y1, that is 1, plus c into c is plus 4 into z minus z1 is 3 is equal to 0. If you simplify this one, this is 3x plus 6 minus 5y plus 5 plus 4z minus 12 is equal to 0. That implies 3x minus 5y plus 4z, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 minus 12 minus 1. So you can make it as plus 1 on the right side. So this is the equation of the plane with 3, minus 5 and 4 are the drs of the normal and passing through the point minus 2, 1, 3. Now here we have to find out the equation of the plane which is passing through the point 1, 1, 1 and parallel to this given plane. Now what is the given plane here? X plus 2y plus 3z plus 7 is equal to 0. Now you have to find out the equation of a plane parallel to this one. Means for a parallel plane only constant is different. So equation of parallel plane is x plus 2y plus 3z plus some k, you can write some constant k is 0. To get the value of this unknown k, we have to substitute the given point on that plane. What is the point on that plane given? 1, 1, 1 lies on this plane as 1, 1, 1 lies on this plane. Now put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, z is equal to 1 in this one. That implies 1, 2 into 1, 2, plus 3 into 1, 3, plus k is equal to 0. That implies k is equal to 3 plus 3, that is minus 6. So substitute k is equal to minus 6 here, you will get the required plane. Therefore, equation of parallel plane is x plus 2y plus 3z minus 6 is equal to 0. Here, two planes are given. We have to find out the angle between the two planes. First of all, let us take the given planes. Two x minus y plus z is equal to 6 and x plus y plus 2z is equal to 7. Let us take these planes as pi 1 and pi 2, and let us take theta as the angle between. Let theta be the angle between the planes. First of all, drs of line 1, let us take this as plane 1, drs of plane 1, drs of normal actually, drs of normal to plane 1 is equal to coefficients of x, y, z are nothing but the drs of the normal to that plane. 2 minus 1, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. You have to take them as a1, b1, c1. And drs of the normal to the plane 2 is equal to x, y, z coefficients 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Take them as a2, b2, c2. Now we know the formula for cos theta as modulus of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Now that implies cos theta is equal to modulus of a1 a2, 2 into 1, 2, plus b1 b2, minus 1 into 1, so minus 1, plus c1 c2 plus 2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, that is 4 plus 1 plus 1. Similarly, a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square is 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, that is 1 plus 1 plus 4. Here 4 minus 1, 3 by this is root 6 into root 6, that is 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2. So theta is equal to, that implies cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 equal to cos 60. So theta is equal to 60 degrees or pi by 3, both are same, that is equal to pi by 3 radians. Now see this question. The intercepts made by the plane are given as 1, 2, 4. What is the equation of the plane? Here small a is equal to x intercept is given as 1, small b is equal to y intercept given as 2, and small c is z intercept, that is 4. So equation of the plane is, that is intercept form, x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Substitute the values of a, b, c here. That implies x by 1 plus y by 2 plus z by 4 is equal to 1. Take LCM. 4 is LCM. This is 4x plus 2y plus z is equal to 1. If you take cross multiplication, 4x plus 2y plus z is equal to 4. That is the equation of the plane whose intercepts are 1, 2 and 4.